Hey guys, welcome back into the Stokastic YouTube channel. My name's Geoff Ulrich, and in this video, we're going to be talking about Noah's Advantage again, but this time we're going to be talking about their Pick'em contest for NBA action for January 1st, 2023, the first NBA slate of the new year. We got a three-gamer here. It's a pretty good, solid setup, but before we get into that, let's talk about Noah's Advantage a little bit. Again, there's a couple different ways you can play on the site. We're going to be talking about the Pick'em contest in this video. There's a 10K guaranteed, 5K to first contest up for Noah's Advantage. They're dropping big contests on all their prime time slates for NBA and for NFL as well. So if you're new to the site, you can use promo code Stokastic to sign up there, and you will get a $100 free match deposit bonus. So deposit $100, get another $100 deposited in your account when you use promo code Stokastic. It's a great time to try it out right now. We got the NFL playoffs coming up. We're basically in prime season here for NBA as well. Just gives you a little bit of extra bonus money to play with. You can build your bankroll, you can do whatever with it, but promo code Stokastic, $100 free match deposit bonus on No House Advantage. So again, a couple different ways to play on the site. Pick'em contest, which we're going to go over, more of a DFS style offering, that big contest. There's also the versus the house contest where you can create your own prop parlay style multiplier tickets as well. And in this video, we're going to rely on these free projections from Stokastic.com. And yes, there are free projections for Noah's Advantage up on Stokastic.com. So check those out after you're done watching this video as well. Great advice there on Stokastic. Great projections as well, always coming from Alex and the crew. So smash that like button, subscribe to the Stokastic YouTube channel if you have not done that already. And let's get into these props here. Like I said, kind of an interesting three-gamer. We got some big games on the slate, some big matchups. Obviously, we got, Denver, Jokic versus Tatum with Boston coming into town. We got a late game with Memphis and Sacramento high scoring. And then we got the Wizards and the Bucks as well. So three pretty interesting games. I think they'll all be fairly competitive. And let's head to Memphis here and talk a little bit about that game. We got a big point total here for this one, 240.5. We got the Memphis Grizzlies projected with 122.5. So lots of scoring expected, close point spread. I think it's a good time to get back on Desmond Bane personally. 17.5 point prop. I like the over here. His minutes haven't been huge or anything like that. But this is a player who we've seen play like well into 30-minute territory, coming back off the New Year's. Obviously had like a really big injury layoff, so they've kind of worked him back in slowly. And it's not been necessarily the greatest thing for his fantasy totals, but when you start to look at his efficiency, it's been going up a little bit. 18 points in his last contest. The minutes are now steady at the high 28 range, 2 games in a row. It would not shock me to see Desmond Bane all of a sudden potentially push for 30 plus minutes here. And it's a solid fast-paced matchup we're getting here. Sacramento obviously allows a lot of points, fast-paced team. And in terms of just points allowed here, Sacramento like bottom 10 defensively. So I think Desmond Bane in a really good spot here to potentially put up 20 plus points. We got a 17.5 point prop here. I like the over here quite a bit. Again, he went over this in his last start. The minutes have been going up slightly. And Desmond Bane is just a good shooter. He's going to figure this out eventually. He's going to get back into that form where he's scoring, 20 plus points a night. And this point prop is going to seem ridiculous soon. So 17.5 points. Just a really high, fast-paced game expect. I think it's a good spot to go over on Desmond Bane. All right, let's head to this big matchup that I teased there with Boston and Denver. And I talked about this a little bit in the Odd Shopper video for today as well, but I do like Nikola Jokic here for a big game today. We do have a bigger prop for the Pick'em contest today, but I still like going over on Nikola Jokic, and let's go over 27.5 points. Now, I think this is going to be a nice one for the contest because it's going to be a bit of a contrarian angle. Again, when we're talking about the Pick'em contest, we're making lineups and we're putting them in the field against other players. So ownership does matter here. And Jokic at 27.5, I'm not sure how many people are going to be willing to take that, but we got Boston coming in. Yes, they're playing well, but it's a big game for Denver, statement game for Jokic. I think he gets up for it. And you look at what the big guy's been doing here, 40 points in 3 of his last 7 games now. So he's been kind of going, he's just been going slower game, big game, slower game, big game. He only had 19 points in his last game. He's been bouncing back well of late. He's at home here. I like this one. Two home games ago against Phoenix, another good defensive team. He scored 41 points. I think Jokic probably steps up tonight. And at 27.5, again, I think this is one the field may be under on. So a good contrarian move here. I got Jokic penciled in for a big night. I think that probably happens here. And we get a close, higher scoring game against Boston. Again, it's only a 2-point line here, too, with the Celtics favored by 2. So we're expecting a close game. I would expect Jokic to be on the floor for a ton of minutes tonight. I think it's a good setup for a big game from Jokic. And at 27.5, you should draw out some of the field to the under, which is just going to make going over on Jokic a more contrarian play. So that's going to be our second pick. Third pick here, we're going to go from the same game. We're going to take another over. Again, we do have some lower props on notice advantage. And I think you definitely need to take advantage of these. And there's a few of them that they just scream, like really solid plays to go over on it. And one is Marcus Smart at 5.5 assists. Now, it's a little bit of a tougher matchup. Jamal Murray, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in the backcourt for the Denver Nuggets. But if you actually look at what the Nuggets do give up as well, they actually give up the second most assists in the league. So it's not necessarily been a spot to fade guards on the other side. And so in terms of their assist totals, it's actually been a pretty good spot going up against Denver. And you look at Marcus Smart at what he's been doing as well, playing really solid minutes. Rarely plays less than 28 minutes for the Celtics. So we're in a pretty good spot here. We're going to get a close game. I wouldn't be shocked if Smart saw 35 plus minutes tonight. And just his assist total, he hasn't gone under 5.5 assists now in about 8 straight games. So Marcus Smart been a very consistent performer of late, playing solid minutes. Even in games where he's topped out at 28 minutes, he's gone over this prop. So 5.5 assists from Marcus Smart in what is potentially like a better than advertised matchup here against Denver that allows a lot of assists to opposing backcourts. Yeah, I like this one quite a bit. Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists. Like I said, you got to take advantage. It's okay to take a bunch of overs because we do have some reduced props in the pick'em contest, and we have some props that are too big as well. So Noah's Advantage does a good job of kind of differentiating those props. And again, it gives you an opportunity to be really contrarian if you like as well when you're looking at things like ownership and roster construction. So okay, that was our third prop. Let's go for one more here. Let's take advantage of another low prop here. I want to point this one out because similar to the Marcus Smart prop here, we got Kyle Kuzma of the Wizards obviously taking on the Bucks here. Now, the Wizards only have a 110 implied team total, but Kuzma, a 1.5 3-point prop here. Yeah, we're going to take the over on this one. Kuzma has been extremely consistent from the 3-point line, just with his attempts and with what he's making as well. 50% make rate over the last 2 games, at least. So he's been hot over the last couple games. But I mean, this is a player who's made 2 or more 3-pointers now in 8 straight games. He's basically averaging right around 8 attempts per game over that stretch as well. So I don't really see any reason tonight where we'd all of a sudden get off the Kyle Kuzma 3 train. Again, we've only got a 1.5 point prop here for 3s made for Kyle Kuzma. So yes, we're definitely going to take the over on that. Not too much more analysis needed here. Kuzma is going to see a ton of minutes. Again, it's not the hugest point spread, It's 6.5 points. So I don't really expect a blowout here or anything. The Bucks have been not great defensively of late anyways. And Giannis has kind of been doing everything for them. So in terms of just matchup, it's fine. Kyle Kuzma, he's going to get the minutes. We're only talking 2 3-pointers here. Again, he's been so consistent with the 3-point attempts, and he's just been in really good form as a shooter that I think Kyle Kuzma over 1.5 threes, a great one, just like that Marcus Smart prop. Just too low. Good one to take advantage of with the over. So let's do a quick recap. We're going to go Desmond Bane over 17.5 points. Again, really high point total there in that fast-paced game, or should be fast-paced with Sacramento, Memphis. We're going to go Nikola Jokic for a big night over 27.5 points. We're going to go Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists, and then Kyle Kuzma over 1.5 3-pointers as well. Take advantage of those couple last ones, really low props. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the Stokastic YouTube channel. And again, if you're new to Notice Advantage, you can use promo code Stokastic there to sign up for a free $100 match deposit bonus. Most important thing, guys, have yourselves a great New Year's Day and day of NBA action. My name is Geoff Ulrich. We'll talk to you again soon.